My advice to young people is, and I think about what would I say, and get out of the time machine, and I have my 22-year-old self, and I have 1 minute to talk to him, other than I would tell him to buy this stock and that stock and buy Tesla early. I would tell him, right now, you think that it's you against the world, that there's this big, challenging, competitive world out there, and you are gonna, that's the big challenge, is how are you gonna, compete in that crazy hard world out there? Actually, the world itself is not the big challenge. The big challenge is the world inside your head, and that the big, boss stage monster that you're fighting is your own internal mental health, your own internal psychology, your own work ethic, your own habits. And that's the boss that you need to beat. And if you can learn to get that stuff in order, the world is easy. If you can't learn to get that stuff in order, the world's impossible. It won't happen. And so, I think that's what I would say, that the boss stage is in your head, not out there. A book that resonated with me is The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand. I know she's a polarizing figure, but I do think everyone should read this book because the way she tells a great story. It's beautiful, rich, very engaging story. But even more importantly, the reason it resonated so much is that I think at least this is my interpretation, maybe she would disagree or other fans of hers, but is that she creates these extreme kind of one-dimensional almost characters that are pretty extreme. Someone is a pure original and someone is a pure copycat. Someone is pure brave and courageous and someone is pure weakness or whatever. And authentic and fully fake. And the reason I like that is because what I think is happening, at least how I read it, is that these are different sides of all of us. We are, one character embodies our fear and our weakness, and another one embodies our strength and our courage, and so it helps give me a framework. I don't want to give spoilers and talk about actual characters for anyone who hasn't read it, because I wouldn't like that if I hadn't read it yet. But what it did for me is it allowed me to kind of the characters that are strong and pure originals and kind of just embodiments of perfection. It's not that I think I can never be those people, and that's not even really human to be those people. It's just that it's a nice compass to be like, I want to be more like him and less like him. And am I making a decision? What would he say and what would he say? And again, these are, what would the weak side of me say? What would the strong side of me say? I think are kind of the way I think about it. So I love it for that reason. And I think everyone should read it, whether you like it or not. I think I think there's a lot to talk about. It's also just a great book to debate, and some people hate it. Some people love it. It's lively conversations come from it. I'm Tim Urban. This week I joined Preet Bharara as a guest on his podcast. Stay tuned. We had a lot of fun. We talked about a ton of different things. My blog, Wait But Why, and then we talked a lot about stuff about human psychology and politics, and some stuff about tech, and some stuff about procrastination, and we got into a lot of things. And so you don't want to miss it. And episode's out now, and so check it out.